So we definitely like to thank Mr. Munder Khanfir from Tunisia, who's a co-founder and CEO at Wiki Startup for such an informative workshop. So many things to assimilate, so many things to bear in mind. Very interesting discussion going on. Unfortunately, we had to cut it off, but this will leave people with ideas to think about afterwards, which what Mr. Ihab stressed yesterday as well. It's always important to not think about what's going to happen here, but it's also important to think about what's going to happen outside of this hall and the four walls that we are in. So keep the discussion going, keep the dream alive. And of course, as I mentioned, we're going to conclude the two-day forum with a closing ceremony. So we're going to give out the certificates for the speakers. We're going to be taking pictures as well with the speakers. And we're going to take pictures with the participants in the exhibition and the other hall as well. Without further ado, I'm going to do this in Arabic as well. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. انتهت الفعاليات للملتقى العالمي المعلوماتية 2015 اللي نظمته جائزة سمو الشيخ سالم العلي الصباح للمعلوماتية في ربوع الكويت الحبيبة. فنحييكم بوجودكم معنا في الملتقى. طبعا ونشكركم جزيل الشكر على وجودكم معنا اليوم في هذا الملتقى التاريخي بفكرة كانت هذا الفيجن أو هذه الرؤية واللي هي success elements for digital projects in the knowledge economy. طبعا نشكر كل المتحدثين والسبيكرز اللي كانوا معنا اللي أثروا الملتقى اليوم في هذا المشروع. طبعا الآن راح يتفضل رئيس اللجنة المنظمة للملتقى العالمي المعلوماتية 2015 المهندس بسام الشمري بتكريم المتحدثين والمتعاونين معنا في هذا الملتقى خلال اليومين. بداية مع السيد صلاح عايد الشرهان من الكويت، شارك معنا أمس في اليوم الأول من الملتقى. والآن طبعا راح نكرم السيد إيهاب مصطفى من مصر اللي هو Vice President of Ministry Affiliate the Information Technology Industry. طبعا السيد إيهاب شارك معنا أمس في اليوم الأول من الملتقى في أول جلسات الملتقى أمس. Mr. Jassim Al-Mutawa, who moderated the second session yesterday, the president of the Advanced Technology Group and the country manager for Gartner. Until we have the rest as well. Of course, we have to mention Mr. Anas Alayan, who had conducted the workshop for the day today as well. If we can have him over to the stage. And of course, we can have Mr. Rashid Abdullah over to the stage, who had moderated the second session of the day as well. And and the gentleman with the rich interactions and comments as well, Mr. Wasal Barayana. And also the second workshop of the day, which was conducted and carried out by Mr. Mundar Khanfi from Tunis, or Tunisia, who had carried out the workshop entitled The Guidelines for the Elements of Implementing Successful Digital Project. This is Mrs. Christy Lee from South Korea, who is the CEO of Daiwan Advisory. And with that in mind, of course, this concludes the final ceremony for the day. Of course, is more going to be, the certificate's going to be spread around to the speakers and moderators who had taken part in the sessions for the couple of days. And we're going to conclude as well with a picture that's going to be taken with the speakers. And we're taking pictures with the speakers and the participants in the exhibition as well. We'd like to thank the companies and the establishments that had played a role in making this a success, starting with Way Communication, Cubicle Company, Arab Cup Establishment, Arumi and Rizco Limited, Brainstem Marketing and Branding, 5 Levels, and the Regency Hotel. Thank you very much for your support. Al-i'tidal al-ayar, that's what I've been told, is also added to the list. We'd like to thank them. Thank you very much for your support. So we'd like to thank Cubicle Company for their support. Mr. Hassan Haider from Bahrain, who's the CEO and founder of Tinmu. Thank you. And of course, as I had mentioned, I would like to thank Mr. Ali Kazim Abul Hassan, who is the CEO and founder of TAP. We'd like to welcome the guys from Regency Hotel who had also made this a success as well. course, one of the pillars of the success of this event is 5 Levels. So I'd like to thank 5 Levels for their contribution. So we'd like to have over Mrs. Stephanie Turner from Switzerland. Yep. And Mrs. Diana Al-Dajani from Canada, Mrs. Alexis V.S. Vitnov from Switzerland. Miss Diana Al-Dajani from Canada. So Mr. Renato Ferraz from Brazil, CEO of Sai Crop. All right, so last but not least, we have Mr. Bassam al-Shimiri over for a speech.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. طبعا في نهاية هذا الملتقى اليوم I would like to thank all of you for attending Global Forum, Global Informatics Forum, GIF 2015. It was nice, great to meet all of you here. And thank you very much for all the participants, from speakers and also from attendees. We really appreciate your coming to this event and being with us these 2 days, getting a lot of knowledge and experience, exchange actual experience between all of the startups, all of the stakeholders, government, private sector, and exhibition also stakeholders. So we really appreciate spending this time with you here. I would like to thank also here Sheikh Aida Saalem العلي الصباح for the actually she is behind all this work from day one till today. 6 months of working together under the leadership of Sheikh Aida, and we really appreciate her effort to make this event a fact. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Also, I would like to mention my colleagues in the organizing committee, Mr. Jassim Al-Mtawwa, Dr. Safa Zaman, and Engineer Alia Al-Anizi. Also, Majid Al-Naqib, she was a member from this committee. This forum, as Sheikh Aida said today, it is a platform for everybody. We really appreciate any comments, any feedback, any ideas to be shared with this forum. Our door is open. the forum door is open for any idea. So please go ahead and contact info@gifkw.com, and we can easily find your email and your idea, and to be part. Engagement is very important. So we appreciate if you can engage from us from today. Any idea, as I mentioned, it will be very useful, inshallah, to achieve our objectives and the forum objectives. Now I will leave the mic for my colleague, Mr. Jasim Mtawwa, with the recommendation for this forum. Please, can you come, Mr. Jasim?
Thank you very much. What an amazing 2 days. It was amazing, mashallah. Everyone is very happy. Everyone is full of energy. A lot of people got to know each other. And we had an extremely best time. So first, this success is our success together. And it's been very important that we have this type of an experience, but also to continue this experience. And what we wanted to do is have certain recommendations. And the center point of these recommendations is actually focusing on how we can grow what we started. And it's important to understand our challenges and develop our ability to work together. And this is going to be one of the factors that we are going to be very focused on. A number of you as participants had asked for us to continue on a number of levels. And we will be announcing very soon a way that we will have a platform for us to continue developing our ability. We will be focusing and voting on the challenges that you had discovered between the discussions. And we were going to have one of these challenges or problems to work together by the beginning of 2016. This is going to be one of our main focal points, that we will divide the experiences into a number of meetups. Another thing that we are trying also to focus on, based on our understanding, is developing some communication between people in different regions of the world. We managed to have some guests that are international, and we found that they have an extremely amazing experiences. They brought into us the international flavor. They carry with them a lot of experiences, and this is going to be an important continuation factor that is going to be very well focused on our continuation. Another thing that is going to be very important is to understand the digital platform, digital economy layer, how startups can participate and become leaders in this identified activity. A program that can be focused on is creating some guidelines. These guidelines will give some awareness to our young entrepreneurs. It will also encourage organizations. And what we want to do is also adopt some of the advice we had in some of the panels. One advice was creating an environment for the economic founders of the support in financial sectors. Either it is creating some venture capital chances, some investment opportunities, educating these organizations, making them variety into different specialized areas is going to be a factor for success, as we understand from some of the discussions that we want to really focus on achieving. Also creating a platform for knowledge, a platform that will build around individuals' experiences, and also develop for our businesses to flourish and evolve. This is not a very easy journey. We understand that. But it can be very well taken as a challenge if we all work together. And it's important that the programs that we are going to be doing are going to be collaborative. and everyone can participate. I had a commitment from some of the people who are with us as startups. They're so committed to put their names and sign next to it. So I hope that we have also a chance to see the tree that we built around the ecosystem grow with the oxygen that would come from the leaves that you had put. The names that you had is going to be the base for us to really grow our ability. There is also some of the things that we are also keen about is the protection of our entrepreneurs. These are things that we want to do for rights. Your rights has to be also understood and also maintained in times that are having certain challenges and difficulties. So we would also want to do something that would educate, I think, some of the organizations to understand what type of form is a digital startup is, what needs does he need, and what would make it possible to maintain that respect for the specialized requirement that these entities have. And by that, I would like to thank you all for an amazing event. I hope you will join us next year in the events to come. And it's very emotional actually to say goodbye. But we are very much happy to have started our friendship with all of you, and we hope this friendship stays forever, inshallah. Thank you very much.